This podcast will fail, and that's probably okay, but I could just as easily be wrong, so who really knows? There we are on episode 64. Will you still love me? Will you still need me when I'm 64? Well, I hope so. I don't know for sure, but it doesn't really matter because I'm just some guy, and who I am is completely irrelevant to the conversations that I come here to have with you and with myself. And man, this is like a freaking Monday, which happens to be an actual Monday, and I don't even know. It's like the end of the day. It's like 7:30 at night. Usually at some point during the day, I would have realized I need to sit down and record as per my own self-directed timeline of creating these podcasts and putting them out there. But it was a very long day. It was a very busy day. I've said before that Mondays are the day that, even though it's technically my weekend day, this is the day that I go and take care of the family errands and the grocery shopping and that other kind of shopping this time of year, which shall remain nameless, which is a complete hassle. But it's got to be done. So, I was out forever. God, forever. I think I left the house at 10:30 in the morning, and I didn't get home until 3:30 in the afternoon. Might as well have just gone to work. So this season, we are working through the idea of coming to terms with the things that you have experienced in life, coming to terms with the things that you cannot control, coming to terms with your own thoughts and desires and problems and everything, and just being able to have open conversations about anything. Again, not just with other people, but with ourselves, with myself, with yourself. It's been really interesting to be able to start talking to people again as I get guests lined up for these podcasts. Last week I had my friend and former radio show co-host on, and we talked through and quote unquote came to terms with how we fell out 10 years ago. And that was great. And it was very fulfilling conversation, I think is what I want to say. This weekend, I had another great conversation with my friend that I've mentioned a few times on this podcast. His name is Caleb. And we actually traded interview spots. So you will hear him on Friday of this week. I need some time to edit that together. That's another nice long one. But I definitely want to talk to more folks. I want to have more conversations, and it's tricky because I want to still maintain this level of, no exposure, just maintain my own comfortable anonymity in what I'm doing here and not worrying about asking people to listen to this thing and asking people to whatever, share it, like it, all that crap. It's not the point. But it's hard to maintain that anonymity if I start messaging all my friends and going, hey, why don't you come on my podcast? Well, up to this point, I haven't really told too many people about this thing. So still working my way through figuring out who else is a good choice to approach and talk to. I do think over the course of time, I'd like to talk to more of my children. I think the two episodes I've done, one with my older daughter and one with my 21-year-old son, have both been very, very fulfilling. And I've gotten some really good feedback from the folks that do know about this podcast, have told me, wow, those were amazing conversations. And so I want to see if I can continue to go down that road and talk to these kids and find out, I know what the world looks like to the old 45-year-old fuddy-duddy that I am. And I've been talking to some 30-somethings lately, my friend Joe and Caleb. But I think it's important to also hear the voices of the quote-unquote youth. Listen to the youth a little bit. See if we can find a way to understand what the world looks like through their eyes. But all of that takes time, and all of that takes effort, and it's a balancing act. Today is a perfect example of there's so many things I could have potentially done, but life gets in the way, and that there's nothing I can really do. It's like I guess what I'm talking about today is coming to terms with the things that you can't control. Right? I've got to do what I got to do. I got to take care of things. I still got to go to that stupid ass job Tuesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I can't control that at this point. I've spent too many years trying to control that, and spun myself up in circles over it. I'm not going to rehash all that again. But it is like this kind of hurry up and wait kind of place we're in right now. I mean, we're a few weeks out from Christmas, right? None of the holidays feel quite right this year, of course, obviously, with this virus raging everywhere. It was like hurry up and wait for Halloween, and we're finally here, and we finally get together, and then realize weeks later, like, oh, wait a minute, didn't think about this very, very deeply. Is just people getting together, and do you know where that person's been, and do you know if that person was wearing a mask wherever they went? Well, guess what? In a week and a half is Thanksgiving. What? And we're going to do this all again. And we hem and haw, and I'm not sure. Can we get testing done? Is it? It's stressful. And now we move past that holiday into waiting to see if if we made a mistake in some way. And everything I'm hearing right now is that if there was going to be a surge of illnesses in my immediate family, this would be the time if we made a mistake. And we don't know if we did, and we don't think we did, but who knows? Who really knows? Oh yeah, that's right. And Christmas is in 2.5 weeks. So hurry up and wait to find out and figure out how you're going to do this again. My boys will be home, I think in about a week and a half, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to look at the calendar real quick here. Today is Monday the 7th. Yeah, they'll be home. Ooh, yeah. 2 full weeks. A week from Friday, the 18th. They'll be home with us for quite a while. But they'll get tested on their way out of school. It's the significant others that may or may not show up that we just don't know. And trying to be as diligent as we can, but I can't control any of that. I just have to do the best I can to prepare and not lose my ever-loving mind about it. My poor wife has dealt with my neurotic neuroses, worrying about everything, and sleepless nights and stress, and she's putting up with me like a freaking champ. But after 27 years, I would hope that she'd be accustomed to my particular brand of stupid. Oh, she just smiled because she's right there. She's over there while I'm talking about her in front of her face. But, all we can do is what we can do. And I it's like, I know there's more. I know that there's that light around the corner. It's coming. It's going to be okay. Right. Unless the next global crisis decides to rear its ugly head for 2021, it's hard to not sit there and worry. Is this going to be like every year we're going to find out what the new thing is, right? Some freaking mystery new illness has killed a handful of people in India. I'm not making that up. I read that this morning, that some illness that nobody's ever. Oh, good, that's great. Let's tee that up, because that sure can't be a bad thing. Because I want to live, not just literally. I want everybody to live. But what is it they keep saying is COVID fatigue is real? Yeah, I think this might be the point where I'm starting to struggle with the idea of COVID fatigue. I want it over. Please Where do I stand in line for the damn injections? Please. Can we get vouchers? Can I get can I get a ticket number? Now serving 4,783,623. Oh, that's me. That's my ticket. I want to get on with so many things and be able to do stuff. Like, and it's really kind of, honestly, it's a little bit hypocritical, because as much as we're all sitting here dealing with 2020 in our own way, and most of the world and the country is lamenting how many things went wrong this year, I got to be completely honest and say that there was a fantastic point this year. There was one of the best, top 5 easy family vacations that we have ever had took place this year, when I was able to take the family into the middle of nowhere, up in a mountainous region, got an Airbnb, had a whole house to ourselves across the street from a beautiful lake where the kids could swim, and activities and hiking and just nature and just quiet and no responsibilities, and relax and enjoy ourselves and cook out. And I mean, it really was. I mean, we've had some fantastic vacations in our life, in the life of our children, but you know, we did New York City so many years back, and it was like go and follow the plan, and we've got to be here, and we've got our New York City's guide for dummies, and we know exactly what restaurant and exactly what day we're going to go to, and everybody hustle, we got to go, we got to catch that train. It was great. It was fun, and the kids got to experience a lot. But okay. Florida, we did Orlando, Florida a number of years back, and it was cool as hell. Drove 23 and a half hours straight like a dumbass to Florida, to where did we go? Universal Studios, Orlando, and again, it was great, and we were in this beautiful hotel overlooking the ocean there, and the water, and the swimming, and the amusement parks, and all that fun. But it was still a lot of work, and there was. It was actually built around my younger daughter's birthday at the time. She was like 3, and she was sick for the whole thing. So here we're having this like birthday party on the beach for this poor 3-year-old kid. There's like stuffy nose and coughing and sneezing and miserable. And what the hell we were thinking? We had a cake on the beach. Of course, there's going to be sand gets on the freaking cake. It was ridiculous. It was, but it was still good. It was a good vacation, a couple little things like that, taking the kids to an indoor water park when they were real small. There were only like 3 of them. But this year, 2020, that really was, just a banner year for that vacation, man. And now I'm sitting here looking at this whole thing and going, Christ, we're about to settle into this deep winter and hope and just try to plan and protect and stay safe and wash hands and wear masks and avoid. And Christ, I went into so many stores today. Actually, one I avoided, I did not go into. I know I needed to go into a Kohl's to look for something. So I pull up to the building there, and the parking lot is full. And I look at, they've got one door closed, because most Kohl's locations, if you're familiar with this particular retailer, has 2 entrances because it's a big old store. One's closed. And the other one is a constant stream of people coming in and out of that building. Guess who's got 2 thumbs and is not going into that potential COVID cloud? This guy right here. Nope. Kept driving. Nope. Thank you. Just gonna go move along. Gonna keep on driving. That's fine. That item that I needed to look for can wait, or I might be able to find it online. But I'm not sticking my masked face into that crowd. Not happening. But I still ended up going to more stores than I really wanted to today. Walmart was marginally better today. Marginally. It took quite some time before I finally found some schmuck with their nose sticking out of the top of their mask. I didn't see anybody that was completely maskless today, so that was nice. There was a group that had brought some special needs folks to do their shopping, right? And so obviously those folks, it's clearly a little tougher, right? They're not wearing their masks properly. They're not, but you know what? This is at least them getting a life outside of, the typical home, group home that they probably live in. You can tell, you can see that they're home health aides and counselors that take these folks out to take them shopping and do their thing. So, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna begrudge too much on that. So Walmart was slightly more tolerable today. It's still too busy, still too many people in there. My grocery store that I go to was blissfully way emptier than it usually is on a Monday. I was thrilled. Like, wow, okay, there are no packed aisles here. There's nobody around. And that might just have to do with the fact that it was later in the afternoon, that I had so many other damn stores to go to that I didn't get to that one till much later. And it was quieter. There were less people for me to navigate around, and I got out of there in nice short order. So that was good. But it's like all of this mundane functioning that has to happen just leaves me wanting more, wanting that ability to turn the clock ahead. Can we skip past this winter? This winter is not going to be fun. There's not much fun to be had. We were just thinking about this, like, okay, we have a family tradition that we've established going way back to when our big boys were little, and we decided for some reason, I know my wife probably knows, I don't know why, we decided to go to hibachi on New Year's Day. That's been our thing. We have gone every year for all these years. I think twice in all of this time, in the last however 10, 15 something years, that we were not able to go. One year was just bad timing. We didn't make plans properly, and it all kind of fell apart a little bit. And there's probably one other year, and I can't remember, but generally that's been our thing, and we can count on making it happen. No, I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't think that's going to happen this year. I think that, unfortunately, the direction that the country is going right now with infections and hospitalizations and lockdowns coming back, I don't particularly think there's going to be a lot of indoor dining available, but I don't think I want to go to it even if there is. I don't want to sit for 2 hours in a building. As cool as it is to have this chef standing in front of us, slinging his knives and spatulas around and throwing rice at our faces, that's not this year. Okay, just not this year. It's not going to happen. So I don't know. We're probably going to get like Chinese takeout, I guess. This is the closest thing we could possibly get to our delicious, fresh, cooked in front of us on a cool ass table by a cool ass magician type of chef. Nope. It's just gonna be some like sweet and sour pork, and some cashew chicken and egg rolls. Woo! Happy New Year! I want more. For Christ's sake, I just want to get past all this. I have to, again, come to terms with the fact that not much is going to happen between now and whenever we get there. And I just have to find a way to continue to try and stay sane while I continue to try to keep everybody safe and go from there, I suppose. But okay, I think that's the most I have to say right now. Anything more is just going to be obtuse and unnecessary. So I will end it here. I will come back tomorrow and see if there's something more interesting to tell you about than just my day. Love to hear from you. Anybody that's out there that wants to pipe up, there's ways to get a hold of me. Go over to Anchor.fm and look up my stuff and leave me a message. So, okay, that'll do. Thank you so much if you took some time to listen to this today. I hope that wherever you are, you and yours are safe and healthy, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Have a good one.